It's horrendous book given to exposing. It's kids are being exposed within libraries, or in our libraries in Ireland here. Page 80, I saw it. Absolutely disgusting, and accessible to 12-year-olds and above. So I went out to a library that day and I kind of filmed myself requesting the book, and the girl handed me the book, and just to prove that it is on the shelves and it was accessible. It was in an area that's accessible to 12-year-old kids. Ever since then, but I mean, Gran Torino has been the pioneer of all of this in Ireland, and he's done stupendous work to wake people up, especially me, giving us loads of information, top class research, and just a great character, and at great expense to himself, you know, great expense to his own personal. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened there. Maybe the SDU or interfering with the signal there. I've lost signal there for a minute. But yeah, I hope you got that. But GT has done so much for people, and in Ireland, just waking them up, putting out the information, and I have great respect for him, and he's given me plenty of help. He's given me advice, and I'm very, very grateful for that, much appreciated. So if you're listening, GT, I'm wishing you all the best. Don't be a stranger. Hopefully we'll pick up the phone someday, we'll chat, and well done to everything that you've done for this country, and we'll see you back on track again, please God. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about the likes of what's in the stall, you know,
your way.
And the likes of this Paul Murphy character, while you're all there, who has put up a newspaper article with the Irish Times, because they always get traction, these left-wing radicals, about how his child is not going to be given a gender, and he's going to let the child decide what gender it wants to be, even though it's a boy, you know, and it's extremely sad, yeah, and that poor child has no chance, really, you know, absolutely no chance. And whatever age that lunatic is going to tell his child, you know, you can, you know, if you want to wear a dress, you can, you know, maybe it's nice to wear a dress, you know, and then the complications that poor child is going to have, psychological complications that he's going to have growing up with, unbelievably radical, mentally ill father, and and mother. God help us. I mean, if that mother is, even her subconscious paternal instincts aren't even kicking in with this nonsense, you know. The same guy who he sent this woman, and I only realised in the Civic Theatre there when I was going there to try and go to the public meeting in the civic offices in Tala, and then you know, they were blocking me at the door, and who does the brave Paul Murphy send out? His wife, to deal with the marauding far right, you know, trying to get in to hear what's going on and to ask some questions at a public meeting, and it's absolutely appalling. And to find out then that it looks like that woman was probably pregnant as well, and she sends his wife, his pregnant wife, out to deal with the Phil the Wire, the Irish far right, you know, that he calls the Irish far right. Just right so far, folks, just right so far. So, look, we're on an hour. It doesn't look like I'm going to get close to this. Like, the crowds, as I said, majority are non-Irish people. You'd love to get their thoughts, but I can see that the mic, I'm running out of battery. So anyway, just have somebody there giving me a hand, and yeah, we'll see. But again, the guards disgracefully going after Irish people who are looking to call out this nonsense. Oh, there's the big grandstand where all the corrupt politicians are. Well, none of them are actually here. They're all abroad in their on their junkets. So.
You're like Albert. I'm like, yeah. What's your surname? Kipuri.
So yeah. No, it's great to see visitors come to Ireland for paddies. They used to get them coming. Loads of Americans used to come years ago. The crack used to be mighty, but it's just not the same, you know. It's just not the same. Most of these people aren't tourists, you know. Most of them aren't anyway. Yeah.
Wait, let me see. Right. Switch.
Oh yeah, while I'm there, while I have you, anyone see that hit piece on the TG car the other night? Somebody sent it to me and said, Phil, turn on TG car. It was like our friend Kevin McGee. Little did I know when I met this guy in Mullingar that I just approached him as he looked like legacy media to me. I didn't know he could have been a secondary school teacher, you know, just retired or whatever, promoting the Irish language for all I knew. But my God, what an insidious individual he turns out to be. What a corrupt past, what an anti-Irish figure that he is. Communist social justice warrior doing a disgraceful hit piece. And not so much, I mean, he must have been annoyed anyway because he covered me in a good bit of it. But, you know, to get this agenda pushed with the non-Irish Irish speakers talking about how racist we are, how we're unaware of the Irish people, and that they were traumatized when they were younger, and it's just, and the concern that how does it feel to be a person of colour in Ireland, because the Irish people are concerned about strange undocumented men coming in, are concerned about mass migration in their country, the demographics changing to make them a minority in their country. But yeah, the Irish people, he put these people up front and centre. Some Nigerian, Irish, half Nigerian, half Irish people before profit. Torag talking about basically nonsense. I say any decent, a few hard questions to what he was trying to make up about his experiences when he was younger would have kind of debunked them fairly quick. It's really a despicable character. And I mean, little did we know, you know. And I had a big shout out to James Collins, guys. James has a YouTube channel. He approached them he approached this Kevin McGee character. You can look him up on Twitter there, guys. Kevin McGee worked for the BBC, and I was sent a video of him trying to expose a guy who was a paedophile hunter. He was ridiculing this guy, saying he had no right to go chasing paedophiles. How are you? You well? Good. Say hello. You've only got 1,000 people now looking at you. Don't be nervous.
1,000 people.
Where are you from?
I'm from Holland.
Good man. Do you like it in Holland or do you like it here?
I love it here.
You love it here?
I like it in Holland.
Are you on holidays?
I'm on Erasmus, so I studied here for a semester. Yeah.
Okay. I was up above. There's a bit of a protest going on. They weren't allowed to bring it down here. There's a lot of Irish people upset about what's happening to the country right now.
What's happening to the country? I'm not really sure.
Well, it's not far off Holland. Demographically, there's a lot of people coming into the country. A lot of them are undocumented males. So we don't know about. Crime rates are going up.
True, but I think that's kind of a general problem in Western Europe, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm glad you see
in
that.
Western Europe, it's kind of like a general problem.
And you look around here today, and unfortunately, most of the people that are here aren't Irish, and a lot of them, most of them, are living here. They're not Irish, let's say. The majority of the Irish people are becoming a minority in their own country.
True. Okay, that's true. But then again, we can counter that with how many Irish are in America.
Well, I don't know, but I don't really care how many Irish in America. I care about my country.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
But isn't it like we're kind of like citizen of the globe?
We're all citizens, yeah, but nations have a right to exist.
That's true. That's very much true. I agree with that. But I
Can I
think
come to Holland and make it into Ireland?
100%. If you
You would agree with that?
if you feel like immigrating to Holland, living in Amsterdam, I would totally agree.
No, if I went over and turned it into Ireland.
No, I'm not turning it into Ireland per se. If you bring a bit of Irish culture to Holland, I think that's the best thing in the world.
But I wouldn't force, if I force my culture on you.
No, not specifically. But what is forcing the culture on you though?
Well, if you go to towns, countries, and Belgium, Molenbeek, there's no-go zones in Paris, there's no-go zones in Malmo in Sweden, all over the country. I'm just pointing out these facts. A lot of people don't like to hear these facts, but they are facts, unfortunately.
I get what you're saying, but there's two sides to the story. So a lot of people that immigrate to a certain country, they get adopted to the culture really quickly, and of course there's outliers. So there's people who don't adopt to the culture that great.
So where does the adoption of to the culture come in Holland or in Malmo, Sweden, or in...
So in Holland, I'm near Amsterdam, and in Amsterdam there's a lot of different cultures as well. So there's a lot of Dutch, there's a lot of cultures outside of Holland, of course. A lot of them bring along a lot of good attributes, but of course there's people that kind of ruin it for the rest.
Yes.
But that's everywhere in the world, isn't it?
And a lot of cultures just aren't compatible. By the way, your English is excellent.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A lot of cultures aren't comparable, but because I'm originally Albanian though.
Albanian.
I was born and raised in Holland, so I'm kind of like two cultures, yeah.
I have mixed feelings on this.
I have mixed feelings on this because outside of my home, I'm very much Dutch. Once I'm inside my home, I follow the Albanian rituals, cultures, etc. I think there's a good distinction between the two.
Oh, in other words, you have respect.
I have respect
for the other culture.
Exactly.
When you come to another country, you have respect for that culture.
Exactly. So when I'm in Ireland, I tried Guinness. Not because I like Guinness.
Congratulations.
Not because I like Guinness, but it's more like I'm in Ireland, so I
drink more. You like it then?
I'm pretty sure I would. Yeah, I've only tried like twice up until this point.
I asked this man, where are you from?
France. Yeah.
And do you see any problems in France similar to what I'm talking about here in Ireland?
Yeah, we have a bit of the same thing in France, but we are used to it.
You are used to it?
Yeah, a bit.
What age are you, can I ask you?
What?
What age are you?
I am 19.
You're 19? Okay. So your country has been subject to a lot of migration in the last 20, 25 years. Like, Paris is not the nicest place to go anymore, from what I'm hearing.
No, Paris is very nice, but you know where to not go.
Okay, which is really terrible for a country to say that. It's not good.
Yeah, but it's like that. We have to...
And we don't want this to happen in Ireland.
Yeah, I understand.
It's reasonable enough, I think, is it? It's reasonable?
Understandable, yeah.
It is, okay. Thanks for talking. What's your name?
Clemens.
Clemens. How are you, Clemens? Where are you from?
Good. I'm from Paris in France.
You're Paris. So as I said to the lads here, there's different problems or similar problems in Europe and we're experiencing them now in Ireland. What's it like to live in Paris right now?
Well, I like it. It's really crowded, and like you said, there's a lot of new cultures and new people going on. I'm not that disturbed with it. It's true that it changed some things, but I always lived like this in Paris.
You're young. What age are you?
I'm 19.
I shouldn't ask a lady her age, but sorry.
No, I'm 19. That's fine.
And do you feel safe going in the underground, the metro in Paris?
No, not at all.
You don't feel safe at all?
I don't feel safe. Like at night, in the day, it's normal, but yeah, at night, it's real problems.
At night, it's a real problem. Listen, thanks very much for being honest about that and telling us, like, that's what we're trying to tell. We don't want that kind of society in Ireland. We don't want no-go zones. We don't want people, women and children feeling...
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
I just have like one question.
Yeah.
Are you pro or against global migration?
I'm against mass migration.
But global
Mass. You
migration.
have to be very careful with this word, mass migration.
Mass migration.
Every
What do you
country...
understand under mass
Controlled... I'm in favour of controlled migration.
Okay, and what do you understand under mass migration?
Mass migration is a plan. It's been introduced by the United Nations.
Okay.
If you look up Morocco, there was a global migration pact signed there by lots of countries to deliberately destroy borders. You know, so if you destroy borders, you've no country.
Very funny thing in Holland though. So in the Netherlands, in the 60s, they used to migrate a lot of Turkish people because they had a lack of
Labor.
workers.
Cheap labor, yeah.
Cheap labor.
Yeah.
They needed the labor because there wasn't enough labor force in Holland. So they migrated a lot of Turkish people in the 60s. After a while, the demographics grew, so there were a lot of labor available. And after the fact, they felt like they didn't need the Turkish anymore. But the thing is, though, they brought the Turks in themselves.
Yeah.
Now they don't want them there anymore.
But the people who brought them in are the elites, the higher echelons of
That's
society.
very true. I think where it goes wrong the most.
Follow the money.
Very much true. I think where it goes wrong the most is that people don't want to accept different cultures. It's like our culture is our culture. I don't want to indulge in any other culture.
No, we don't want to be forced into
No,
becoming
no, true.
into losing our own
But in
culture.
what way are you forced into another culture, though?
Well, when we become a minority in our own country, that's when things will
Okay,
change.
how many Irish are there? Like 5.5 million, 6 million?
4 million, maybe.
4 million.
And 1 million non-Irish.
Not 1 million non-Irish. Okay.
In 20 years,
years.
that demographic change is suicidal for the country.
How has it helped your economy, though?
How has it helped? It's brought in cheap labour, it's reduced wages,
Yeah.
and it's made the rich people get richer.
Okay, but has it improved the economy overall, though?
It's increased prices. That's debatable. That's a good question. It's very debatable. The economy, it's there. It's grown and grown, but that doesn't mean
True.
that the economy is everything.
There's just one thing to
The
like.
eco-
close
the eco- it
everything
can't be
off.
about the economy. It's about the country, the people itself,
Okay.
its culture, its heritage.
Yeah, true. But just one thing to close it off. I think every culture, every citizenship, every country has its own problems, of course. If you bring in migrants, of course, it can introduce a lot more problems. I think the most important part is to accept each other in this world, right?
Yeah.
I'm a Dutch guy studying in Ireland.
Yeah.
I very much embrace the Irish culture.
Yeah.
I try and adapt to the Irish culture as much as possible. But of course,
But you don't live here.
I don't live here.
So why do you try to adapt and embrace Irish culture?
Because of course I'm an outsider in the Irish culture, right? So I live in Holland. I'm very much used to the Dutch
Do you mean
culture.
to say you want to appreciate it?
I want to appreciate it. I want to see how people live here, and I don't want to interfere with their culture, right?
And I'm very interested in how, like, maybe Albanians live their lives in Albania.
Yeah.
But they have the right to be in Albania and live like Albanians.
True, very
and not
much
for like a million Irish people to go over and turn Albania into Ireland.
It depends on how big, because Albania isn't that big. It's like 2-3 million people living there. If a million Irish come to Albania, it will be a completely different story.
But we're very close to them demographics here in Ireland.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
That's what we're afraid of. Unfortunately, it's nothing against people from other countries. Everybody should have a right to exist in their own country,
Very much
preserve
true.
their own heritage
Very much true.
and their own culture. But
Very much
we're being deliberately targeted
Very much true.
by migration.
But it's humans' own to migrate. So if you look way back in history, humans have always migrated. Look at America, for example.
Yeah. But
It's-
America is different to Ireland. Ireland we're the homeland.
Very much true, very
We
much
didn't. We don't have. We don't have a history of colonization. We didn't colonize
very
anybody.
true. That-
We didn't get anything for free when we went away. We all worked. We had to produce our documents. We had to have a place to live. We had to have jobs lined up. You know what I mean? To prove that we
Very
were
much
going to be a
true. Very much
benefit to the country. You know.
But I think it's kind of human nature to migrate, and some people find it more difficult than others to accept the fact that people do migrate. So it doesn't matter.
When you open your borders, you lose your country.
If you open your borders, you don't lose your country per se. It depends on the point of view you have on it, pretty much.
Well, it's either it's going to be full of Irish people, or it's going to be full of non-Irish people. If you open your borders.
Debatable. I'm a perfect example.
But
I'm a perfect example of that because my parents are both Albanian, right?
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Holland,
Yeah.
so I have both cultures inside of me.
Yeah.
If I hang around with Dutch people, I'm very much Dutch.
But you have the cultures inside, but you're ethnically Albanian.
I'm ethnically Albanian, but there's a distinction to be made. So
There's a citizen of Holland, and then there's ethnically
on
you're
paper,
Albanian.
on paper, I'm 100% Dutch. So my
Like
citizen-
I'm ethnically Irish. I can never be ethnically Albanian.
True,
you know? So-
very much true, very much true. I'm ethnically Albanian. My culture is very much combined in Albanian and Dutch, both.
Sis, what's your name again?
Elvin.
Thank you very, very much for the adult conversation we're having.
No worries.
Much
Thank you very much.
appreciated. Thank
Much
you.
appreciated.
Thank you very much. So, here we go. That was interesting, guys. You know, bit of disagreement and all that, and the guy has a migrant background, and fair play to him. You know? We'll go down here a bit quieter, yeah. Yeah. And he was able to listen, you know, and he was okay. And that girl, you know, she summed it up basically. You know, she's in one hand she's okay, and then the other hand she's what you call it. And on the other hand, she's terrified. And to go on her, she's terrified to go on her underground metro, and she's terrified to go out at night in Paris, you know? So just bear with me a sec there, folks. Okay. Okay, is the sound there okay, guys? Just give us a 5x5, yeah? There's a bit of a... This is supposed to be a crossing here, but it'd be nice to get across the road here if I can. Okay, good. Just the batteries are running out here on the mic. And... yeah, so I didn't want it to go in the middle of an interview. A girl approached me there, American girl. She wanted to know what I was doing. So, you know, I'd say a lot of them are kind of shocked that... hang on 2 seconds there, folks. Yeah. This is the one we walk in on. Show me where you are. Still around St. Patrick's Day. I don't want to, downbeat about it, but there are. Sorry, hope you can hear me. So, guys, I don't want to. Yeah, it's not really, you come in here, you can't really see anything, guys, but we're in the middle of a big mad crowd. The madness of crowds, folks, huh? And
are you making a video?
I'm trying to, yeah. Do you want to say hello? Hang on a second. Where are you from, girls?
Chicago.
Okay, let me get this. Hang on, let me get this straightened out first. Don't be nervous now. There's only 1,000 people looking at you. So okay.
Good.
Right.
Hey.
Hello.
Hold on a second now. Hold on.
You gotta flip it.
I'm old, you see. I'm brutal at this technology.
Look how young you are. Hey.
Girls.
Hi.
Where are you from?
Chicago.
Chicago in the US and
Yes.
How long are you over for?
We're studying for the semester, so till May.
Oh, you're studying here till May.
Yes.
And how do you like it in Ireland?
Oh, we love it. We love Ireland.
We love the people. We love the Irish.
Yeah, we love the people.
The Irish people, yeah.
Yes.
Have you met a few of them? You have?
Yes.
Yes,
My
a few of
roommates,
them.
Yes.
It's getting a bit harder and harder to meet them now in Dublin,
Yeah.
I have noticed that.
Yeah.
Have you?
I feel like everywhere I go, it's all American.
Oh, Americans? I wish.
We don't want that.
I
We
wish.
don't want that. Get out of here.
Well, sadly, we feel it's not all Americans, and when it's not Paddy's Day, I mean, you don't see that many Irish in O'Connell Street, but
Yeah.
that's why we're kind of trying. The Irish, there's a protest up the road. The Irish have been up there protesting. They're not allowed to come down here. But we have issues going on in Ireland, like you have in America.
Right. We get it. We get it.
We get that.
Do you?
Yeah, we get it.
And I just spoke to a girl in Paris, and she said she likes Paris, but she's afraid to go out at night and go on the metro and all of that.
Yeah.
Do you find that in Ireland and Dublin?
Not at all.
Okay.
I feel much safer.
Well, if you want my advice, ladies, if you want my advice today in 2023, be very careful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do not go out on your own around the
Okay.
city centre. Just that's my little plea to you.
That's
Thank
valid.
you.
That's valid.
Yeah.
And look at it. I mean, it's great to see people come over here, enjoy themselves as tourists.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
a lot of my channel is to do with the migration issue we have in Ireland, and we're trying to cover it.
Yeah.
And we've just had so much over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
You don't recognise. We want the Americans to come to Ireland and meet Irish people, get the Irish culture, get the Irish bit of crack.
Yeah.
You know, not
Yeah.
the crack you get in Chicago.
Not that kind of
Not
crack.
that,
We
but-
don't like
but
that kind of
fun,
crack.
The fun that we have here in
Yeah.
Ireland. Because we kind of invented it here, but a lot of us, I feel like we're kind of losing that. We lose our culture.
Yeah.
We lose all of that as well. But there's a big Irish community in,
I know.
In Chicago.
Oh,
Yeah.
we love the
I
Irish.
love the Irish community.
Yeah.
I love
River's
them.
green right now.
My dad's parents are from Ireland.
Okay, your dad's parents. And what's
Yes.
what's their name? Second name?
Feeney.
Feeney. Oh God, yeah, that's a real Irish name.
Yes.
That's a good one.
What about McLaughlin?
McLaughlin. Are you a McLaughlin?
Yes.
That's Irish.
My mom's a McLaughlin, but she married a
You actually look Irish.
I do.
And you look Irish.
Oh.
You look.
I'm Sicilian.
I'm out of here, guys. Hey, listen.
You're like,
you yeah. Oh, Martha.
Irish.
Oh, Martha, huh? But yeah, guys, look, this girl's Sicilian. You're welcome. That's.
I know.
Both parents are.
Both parents are Italians. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you were either Spanish or Italian. But
Yeah, I get that a lot.
And so yeah, like this is Dublin now today, folks. Look,
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's protested, but unfortunately, we're saying this parade now is not what it used to be.
Really?
The innocence has gone out of it. There's all sorts of
Yeah.
stuff being promoted into that
Right.
shouldn't be for children.
Right.
Not such much commercial, but shouldn't be for children. And our
We saw a
government,
Trump flag and we were like,
Yeah, there's.
No,
I
you-
understand what you're saying. I think.
yeah, but I mean, you don't like Trump.
right. No.
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 Who do you like?
No.
We like
do not
we
like
like
Trump.
anybody
We're gonna have a debate here now.
anybody but
Political
him.
science.
I'm not a fan myself.
Yes. Yes.
listen.
I study political science.
Okay, this could be interesting, folks. So tell me what you don't like about Trump. I'm not a fan myself anymore. I got taken in by him.
I think that if you're the president of a country, that you should support the entire country and not just a group of people.
So what group of people did he not support?
Anyone who is a minority group or marginalized group.
He gets it.
Yeah. He agrees.
He agrees.
So anybody who's not a minority, he doesn't support.
Yes, he doesn't support like women or
I'm
people
only
of color.
I'm only a tick paddy. Like I don't know much, but I heard that the unemployment rates for the black community were at an all-time high. The employment rates when he was president.
Yeah, so he got the employment up in terms of internal like jobs, but he was very restrictive in terms of like letting immigrants come in and work. So and when you're including like the entire country, you have to include like even like the undocumented folks, and that's a lot of people in the U.S. And he wasn't including that; he was including only internal like affairs, like work.
So when you say undocumented, what do you mean?
Just anyone who comes to the U.S. And hopes of like having a home or like
People who are hoping to find a living.
Do you think that will make your country safer to bring in people that you don't know anything about?
I mean,
As a political science major.
yeah. I mean, I'm 21 years old. I don't really know like what's like safe, but I know I know what's safe for me, and I don't think it would make me feel unsafe to have people from outside my country to come and live.
Oh, okay, well, if I say to you, like in Europe and places like here in Ireland, even the last 2 years, we've opened up our borders. We have lots of people coming in. As you call them, undocumented. I would call them illegally entering the country. But we have a murder rate has gone up 76% in Ireland in 2 years.
Really?
And it's still the safest country in Europe. So
it's what?
The safest country in Europe.
I would beg to differ on that one, but I don't know where you heard that statistic.
That's what my mom said.
Oh, well.
My mom's always
Moms
right.
are always right. I know.
Yes.
So anyway, back to Trump again. So what about Joe Biden? What do you think of Joe Biden?
I think he's also not the best. I mean,
Better than Trump.
we have like a
Better.
geriatric like political scheme. Like everyone is so old. Like, not that that means that.
Geriatric. Are you age shaming now? Or?
I feel like.
Oh
as
yeah,
a-
Sorry.
I feel like as a woman, I feel a little more represented
because of the vice president.
because of Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like.
So she should be there because of her genitalia.
No. I'm not saying just because of Kamala Harris. I mean also because
You're saying because she's a woman, you feel more.
No, I'm talking because of Biden.
That's fair. That's fair to say that.
Yeah.
So you.
They represent a whole instead of just
Not just Harris, also Biden also is working to
they
represent
both together
both.
represent.
And you think America is doing well since Biden and Harris took over?
I don't think it's been doing well for a while. I don't feel safe in America.
Everyone's
I feel
aware
safe
of that.
here.
You feel safe here?
I feel safe
Oh,
here.
much safer than in
Much
Chicago.
safer.
But just don't just still be cautious, won't you? Do me a favor, girl.
Of course, always
girls.
I
cautious.
feel like by
but we
nature
feel
women
much
are always
safer here.
cautious.
And do you think, like me, white straight males are the biggest problem the world has right now?
No, I wouldn't say
It doesn't matter who you
I think
are.
the
you
biggest
could be a problem.
Yeah,
I
it
think
doesn't
anyone
matter
can
who
be a
you are or
problem.
what you look like. It could
Right.
be me. I could be a
I
terrible
could be a
person.
problem. You don't know.
Do you think white people are under attack in the world, in America? White men, white people?
I wouldn't
No.
say under attack. I would say leveling. It's leveling.
It's leveling. Do you think there's systemic racism in America?
Yes, I do think that's a real thing.
Where?
Everywhere. Yes.
But give me an example.
I mean, if you're interviewing for a job and you're a person of color, and there's another person and they're a white person, just because of the ingrained thoughts about races and that people like black people. I mean, in terms of when conservative folks explain their point of view on this, they're saying they don't trust people of color, and when you're trying to get a job, if a person of color is interviewing against a white person, the white person is usually going to
You feel this way about people of color?
no.
I don't.
Yeah, no, not at all.
No. So where is all this? I don't know anybody who feels that way about people of color myself.
I do.
I do.
I've met people that feel that.
Yes.
Many? How many?
I would say many. I feel like it's common, and I feel like you don't know until you really just start seeing little signs of it.
Would you not agree, maybe, possibly, that this race issue is being pushed by certain political parties to keep people divided?
Not to be divided. I think it's being pushed. I think, obviously, all political parties have an agenda that will suit them. I mean, everyone in a capitalist society is going to do what will benefit them and make money. But I think generally it's only happening because it was an idea that the people wanted, that the people were trying to push, saying, we noticed this was an indifference, or we noticed this was an inequality, and we want it, and we want it to change. And I think maybe, things are always weaponized no matter what they are, and that's just the way the world works. So
And if I put some uncomfortable facts out here to you now that I know about America, let's say, and I'm not American,
probably won't surprise me. So.
will you feel uncomfortable? I'm not going to hurt your safe space or anything.
No.
But if I say to you that 50%, careful there, buddy.
He can get in trouble.
No, you don't do that to ladies.
Oh, it's an
But
old
anyway,
man. It's an old.
if I put it to you that 50% of all the murders in America are done by black men.
Reported murders.
Reported murders.
Reported crime is different than
Actual murders are committed by 50% of them are committed by black men who are 6.5% of the population. Why do you think that is?
I actually recently went to a symposium in the U.S. About crime and over-policing, and it is a real thing that, not just murder, I mean, I don't know specifically about murder, but crime for people of color is over-policed, and more...
Over-policed?
Yes, and more documented so than for, a majority population.
So there's no... Yeah, there's no people of color in the police force in America.
There is. I mean,
Are they racist too?
Just because, say my teachers, say if I was a person of color, my teacher's a person of color, doesn't mean that the teacher's not gonna, have a certain idea about me. I mean, people grow up
Is
and
Kamala Harris a person of color?
yeah,
She's the vice president?
yeah.
How is that racist?
I never said it was,
Well, you're saying it's a racist, systemically racist country.
but I didn't say that was a. Don't skew my words.
I'm just saying it to you that you have a president and your Barack Obama
Systemic
was a man of color.
racism is prevalent in the U.S. Systemic racism is prevalent in the U.S. and Yes.
Would you feel that your colleges in America have been?
Yeah, unless yourself.
Sorry, we're back again. So sorry, you just said college students in America are by and large.
Historically left. Yes.
Okay. Oh, until what happens to them then?
Oh my God, you sound like my dad. Until you pay
I
taxes.
feel like
in
it.
Canada.
I feel like your dad.
No.
What happens to them then?
Until they get a job, whatever. But I do
Correct.
think, but you can still get a job and stay the same political agenda or whatever. But right now, I think for the majority of the people I know, what they say, the more educated the peak would be educated students in the 20s area.
If you're saying the universities are politicized or whatever, you're saying, yeah, but how's that an education? That's more like an indoctrination.
Oh, I'm not saying that's the education. I'm saying people who receive an education are generally more left-leaning when they're receiving their education.
But I think our university does slightly lean towards the left.
Yeah.
But I
Slightly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
What about all of them in America and in the West?
I would not say all of them.
Okay, well, tell us your experience then.
Okay, well, I would say that ours does lean towards the left, but I study science.
I'm so happy to hear that.
And I would not say in any way I'm being taught anything that has to do with politics, but I think, no matter what, there are people in my class that are still going to lean towards the left because of how they're being educated and
the things that have happened.
The things we're seeing on the news, we're like, God, that sucks. I don't want to be part of
if
that.
you see terrible things happen to people, aren't you going to?
So you're a science student. So we're going to ask you how you feel about this transgender issue.
What issue?
The issue of transgenderism. Do you believe a man can become a woman or a woman can become a man?
It's not an issue.
I don't think it's an issue, but I would if you were do you want?
It isn't an issue. It's possible.
You be who you want to be.
But you can't.
I'm not going to stop someone from living how.
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you, do you believe that a man can turn into a woman and a woman can turn into a man?
Scientifically, yes.
Scientifically, yes.
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 You be
Science
who you want
student.
to be.
What's your name? I love that she's hesitating. But go on.
I don't know if I'd say completely scientifically, but I believe yes, they can be.
Can I become a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is a woman?
It's a gender construct.
A woman is so
Conservatives are going to hate the word construct.
You're a gender construct, you are.
Oh, I am. Yeah, I choose to be a woman. I wake up every day and I'm a woman.
And can I have a child? Can I conceive and give birth?
Biologically, you're male.
Okay. Biologically, I'm male. Yeah.
But gender.
So that's what I'm asking.
Gender is different than biological.
Well, do you not think gender is used in language? It's a word to describe a feminine or a masculine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not a. I'm talking about a physical man and a woman. Can they change? Can I become a woman?
I don't know what the science.
Genitalia can change.
Yeah. There's reconstructive surgery.
Surgically, yes.
So genitalia can change.
It is
there's
possible.
reconstructive
It's not just chopping off genitalia.
No, they reform.
No, it isn't.
It isn't now.
Wow. Okay.
Isn't that interesting?
I
Girls.
just watched a documentary about that actually.
I'm sure. I'm sure. So again, what is a woman again?
I don't.
Anyone who feels like they're a woman.
Anyone that wants to be a woman.
Okay. So can I be a lamppost if I want to be a lamppost?
Sure.
Well, that's.
Do whatever you want. I think if you're not hurting anyone, do whatever you want.
Oh, okay. If you're not hurting anyone, you can be whatever you want.
Yes.
Hurt anyone.
And what about children? What about
Be kind, be grateful.
what about promoting transgenderism to children in primary schools and in
I
secondary
don't
schools
think you
and
should
high
promote
schools?
anything.
I don't think,
Children.
just let kids be who they are. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not going to tell my kids.
But we have it here in America. They promote it to young kids in creches.
Not that I've ever seen.
I've never seen it.
Not that I've ever seen, but when I have kids, I'm just going to let them do, be who they are and just be kind to others.
Children in schools.
Anna's running away,
Okay.
so we should probably go find
Girls,
her.
it was really nice to talk to you about a kind of an adult
Everyone be
conversation.
kind to each other. It doesn't matter if someone believes something different than you. Just be kind. Don't be stupid.
And you don't have to believe what they say.
Yeah. And don't be stupid. That's the big
Yes.
one.
Don't be stupid. Women can become men and men can become women. Yeah.
I'm not gonna repeat anything he says.
Political science.
I just met him
student.
20 minutes ago, and I still believe what I believe, and he believes what he
Believe in free
believes.
speech?
I do. Everyone should be able to say what they want, but
As
I
long
think.
as you're not hurting anyone. Yeah.
But
All right. if you don't want, if you're hurting somebody's feelings, you
No,
don't.
I know where you're going. No, but
I know where I'm going.
I mean, like
free
physically
street-
starting
free
a riot.
speech shouldn't be restricted, but just be cognizant and be kind and be smart. That's all. Period.
Come here, wise words. I know you're going to get a lot wiser when you get older, but thanks, girls,
Yes.
for talking to us.
Thank you.
Fair play to you.
Well, everyone should be able to say what they want, but
Now, Jesus, GT, my arm is worn out, GT, holding this. Now, that was a fascinating conversation to those girls. Look, and at least they stood and they talked. Hang on now, and I put this in the crowd. Sort this out. Yeah, there you have it, folks. That's the world we live in today. A political science major and a science student. I think she was kind of medical. And yeah, I'm not even going to try and bother really looking at this. But it's fascinating stuff what them ladies from America had to say. I mean, it's like they're not really. They feel safe. The girl from Paris, she's saying she's okay with what's going on in Paris. She's lived it all her life, but then she's not safe on the roads, you know. So here we go, folks. I have to say, lads, it's the first since the kids were young. It's my first time being in at a Paddy's Day parade, and yeah, you can't get up to it anyway, but. It's not really, I don't know with the children up the front, but I don't see many children here now in this part of it. It's really what it was all about, trying to get pushed up to the front with the kids, lifted over, you know. So, yeah. I'll take a stroll down this way, go around some of the back streets. Thanks to my assistant there, yeah. Doing a great job. Thank you so much for the help. Watching out for me. And yeah, I hope everything worked out okay up there with the lads. And that everybody's all right. I see Andy looks like he's have to be arrested or whatever, the usual public order baloney. But again, whatever you think, guys, people are entitled to protest and walk the streets without hindrance from a politically motivated police force, a politically controlled police force, you know. Yeah. See how we got 130 in there, folks. The comments are going so quick. I just see interesting to St. Patrick. St. Patrick, yeah, imagine you having to listen to this thing of women, students of science and political science, saying that you can change your genitalia, whatever that means. That doesn't give us much hope for when you're going to the hospital, folks, in the future, if that's what your medical students are thinking right now. But as I say, when they get older, they get a bit more common sense, please God, you know. And yeah, so this is Aston Key. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah. Ashton Key. How are you getting on? You well? That guy knew my name anyway. Good to see. Yeah, just see some of the comments, guys. You're going too fast for me. Yeah, Maureen. How are you, Maureen? St. Patrick would weep. Yeah, they'll accept my map. Minor attracted persons, all right, yeah. They sure will. And they sure will accept them. And that's the problem. You see, they don't say, like, it's just you. Everybody has a right to believe in what they believe in. But they can't answer the questions about the reality of, can a man do this? They have no concept of the harm it does to children's minds. How are you getting on? And yeah, it's the concept of what damage that does to kids even like the guards, they don't care, do you know? Like it's like they just next paycheck is all they're worried about, do you know? And you're welcome. You must have heard that, but look, you know, you're always free to come and talk to me and give me your thoughts there, guards. Do you know? It's just, you know, it's when your young people have no concept of how children should be protected, how their minds can be corrupted very easily, you know, sorry. And yeah, it's frightening, you know. And this is why I fear for the children. I keep saying the only reason I do this is for the kids. The kids have to be protected, you know. It's as simple as that. It's not rocket science, you know. But this, like, mental illness, this insanity that these young people are being taught to believe and afraid not to believe it because they'll be treated as outcasts and cancelled and socially attacked or whatever, you know. Thrown out of the herd. But believe you me, I mean, that's not a herd that I want to be part of, you know. Anyway, how are you? So you're well. How are you getting on? Are you coming from up above?
Yeah.
Anything?
No, nothing.
I think the best thing to do was to just disperse after a while and just say what you had to say to the guards. You know, get it off your chest. And sorry, lads, there's ladies here that were at the protest up above at the bridge. Still alive, yeah. Hello, girls. Where are we? Hang on. Yeah. Out there speaking for the truth. You missed the fun and games here. There was a couple of girls from Chicago, students over here for a few months. Got a good conversation out of it. Finally asked them about gender. What kind of is it possible to become a man? And I had a science student, medical science student, and a political science student telling me, yeah, it's possible for you to change from a man into a woman. But it was a very interesting conversation. Look back at it on the live stream later on.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's got on okay up there.
Yeah, we were there. Yeah. Well, we've done our bit.
They've done their bit, like, and it's great to see. Where are you from again?
Dublin, Dolphins Barn.
You're from Dolphins Barn.
Yeah.
Originally you're from
Finland.
where?
Finland.
Bill.
But I'm here 20 years.
This lady's here 20 years fighting for the Irish. She understands what's going on, that people have a right to have their own homeland. And it's great to see. It's great to see people like yourself. I've seen somebody, was it the other in Derek Bly's stream in Cork, a man from Germany, he's over here, out there to fight for the Irish, to have a right to be Irish and protect our society.
Yeah, I totally agree, because to me it's my country, so I do what I can. And it's appalling what's happening there, so that's why we're here today.
That's called assimilating and integrating and assimilating.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'm here because I love Ireland.
Great to see you again, girls. Safe home, right? Be careful. All the best. So yeah, that's the crack, guys. Some of the ladies from up above at the bridge there, and yeah, I think the best thing to do is to just say your piece, let off your steam or whatever. Let the Gardaí know what you think of them. We have it all documented and archived, and everyone will have to be held account who's involved in this, you know, everybody, because it's illegal. It should not be happening. Yeah, so
What do we need to go?
turn it around again. Okay. I don't know if there's much point. We're on a while here. I don't know how much power I have left in this phone. Oops. Okay. Guys, we're going to leave it there, folks, yeah? The engine is running out of power here, and another Paddy's Day in Dublin. As I said, some interesting chats there with some people from visitors coming over for the week or the weekend or whatever. And the disgraceful behaviour of Irish Gardaí again being used as pawns for the political elites, using them as their own private security guard. And you're not allowed to have a dissenting voice in this country. And there you go, we just archiving it, proving it to people. The ordinary person, please wake up to this, you know. What you call it? Yeah, my gimbal I think has lost power, but anyway, so be it. Yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks again. It's good to be back. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to put it up on Odyssey and BitChute because of what's the censorship that's going on. They really seem to be hell bent to get my channel off. So please support me on Odyssey and BitChute. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Telegram as well. And we're not going to stop. Okay, all the best, folks. Thanks again.
Showing up on the first page of Google might not be the best for everyone. But for business owners, it
When John Paul get out of the flag. Hi, Roberta Brito from Brazil. So I think that was the Lord Mayor's carriage that went past us a minute ago there. It usually moves a bit faster than the rest of the floats. Hi to Hillsborough, Texas. Excited to see the parade live.
There's nothing to see. Now I'll bring you home, please.
Hey, Jason Calvin. very beginning of the parade is going to pass us by now.
No, I can't lift it. You don't know? No, you don't need to lift it.
Give it all the food. There's nothing to see what's going to play it.
You'll see it when it's passing by.
Any bit while crossing the road.
വേണോ സെൻറ്റർ വേണോ? 4 ചിക്കൻ ഇല്ലടാ, ഹൈനിക്കിൻ്റെ എടുത്തടാ. ഹൈനിക്കിൻ്റെ അത് തന്നെ കെട്ടിപ്പിടിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നതിൻ്റെ
The image quality might not be as good as usual. The reason for that is there's so many thousands of people using their phones around me that all the cell signal is getting used up.
We've got a good view, don't we? It's watching everything, reading your comments. There's 48 people watching now, and there's 27 likes. Fix it. Go hit the like button right now. Tap the screen, there it is. There you go, thank you. There's like a big gap between stuff. Here we go, right, here we go again. Hit the like button, guys, if you're watching and enjoying.
the picture quality might not be that good, but it's due to the amount of people that are here using their phones. If it gets poor, try refreshing your screen and it might help to improve it. Hi Karina Parks, thanks for joining. Good to have you on board.
going well now, isn't it? There's a little break every few minutes. So there's 70 people in here. Hit the like button if you've not hit it yet. Go on, hit the like. Go on. Do it for St. Patrick.
Apologies for the poor phone reception. Everyone is using their phones at the same time, and there's 500,000 people on the streets of Dublin, so it's using up the phone signal.
there, Rob. If you're watching this right now, hit the like button. Just in between every kind of like, there's a couple of gaps between each set of people. So that's your time to like when we're not watching something, you know. We're all chilling. This is probably one of the biggest parades in the world right now, isn't it? Yeah, so you got a good front row seat. Don't go anywhere. Who knows what's about to come up next? What time is it, Rob? 5 to 2. It's supposed to be finished 2:30, I think. But sorry. I wonder will it finish at that time. Here we go, right? We're coming back in. Yeah. See it there going up there. They've got the best view, I think. They can see everything. And then there's Batman. Batman has actually the best view. Batman's saving the world. And then this is RT cameras. That's the film crew and all that. And then the camera up there. Yeah. More camera over there. Right, here we go. Who we got?
Certainly, such a warm welcome you have given this to the Pride audience today.
If you're in the stream watching right now, hit the like button. Hit that like button right now. There's 80 of yous in here. 70 likes, let's get it. A couple more likes, we'll hit 100 and we're flying. like, check it out. Hope you're enjoying. Where are you watching the stream from? And let me see it in the comments. Oh, look, everybody's speaking Irish. Wow. Look at the dart in the background. Would that be the last? Really zoomed in, aren't you? Your man's going mad there. What's going wrong with your FJT? Is there anything wrong with you? Who are these guys? I think that could be it. What do you think? If that's it, we go for a walk. I don't think there's any more people coming up that way. Until I can figure out what's going on,
Thanks for staying with me, everyone. There's a bit of a break in the parade now. I'm not sure if it's at the end or not. Apologies for the weak signal. I think the phone network got a bit overwhelmed here with so many people using their phones at the same time. I think that might have been the last band in the parade. I'm going to stay for a few more minutes just in case.
Yeah, throw them on the shoulder even.
Thanks to everyone for joining. Special thanks to Miss Cloud Seas for helping out in the chat there.
Let's go to St. Stephen's Green or something like that. Yeah, we're going to go around with it. Let me just...
I hope you all have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day.
Right. I'll keep thinking I'm forgetting something now. Watch. You have everything, yeah? You can end that now. See? Yeah, that's the parade finished now. We're going to walk around Dublin. Happy Paddy's Day. We're going to walk around Dublin and just see what the crack is. See what we get up to.
Hey, Nick Clark-in, thanks for watching.
There's no doubt there's going to be loads of fun stuff happening in Dublin.
Hey, Cutter Time in.
So,
hey, Susan,
sorry
about that.
Big crowd, huh? YouTube, yeah. Yeah, say hello.
Thanks a bit for your help, Arizona Snowman.
YouTube Irish Jesus. Jesus, see? Yeah. You'll see it later on.
Thanks, Thomas. Glad you liked it.
Do you want me to give me that? So we just have to get down there and then go left. I'm just going there's all down. Right, well, go straight.
Have a
Yeah, we got a good spot.
Thanks, Timothy Norton. It's hard to tell if it's over yet or not. It's gone very quiet. Hey, X, great job. Happy St. Patrick's Day from Ontario.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere.
Hi, Linka. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And then we just need to cross down there, isn't it?
I can actually see another band down in the distance, so it's not over quite yet. Hi, Susan Robertson, thank you.
Look at what neck up here. It gets smaller. Finish by only that as well. It's basically that then there's no control and get the barriers in back.
Elena says, what about Patrick Duffy? I didn't actually see him, but he's meant to be in the parade.
That's what we have. Don't. They have to share it. You have to share it. Girls, we have to share it. Oh, share this.
Battery says, yeah, it was just intermission, yeah. A few more things to come yet.
That's what it says.
A lot of people have left actually because they thought it was over.
What's crack, everybody? How are you getting on? Where are you watching from? We are going to go for a walk around and see what the crack is.
Hi, Claudia Marie. Thanks for joining us.
In Dublin right now, and we'll go see what the festivities are. There's going to be loads of stuff happening. The parade's over, but the crack is just getting started, I suppose.
Yeah.
And as if there wasn't already enough people in Dublin, there's an extra 1 million people here today, so it's crazy.
Hi, GZ
We're
from
getting
Oz.
somewhere though.
No, I think people talk further on.
There's some unpleasant comments coming through in the live chat. There's really no point in making them because they're just going to block you, so don't bother.
Well, I felt like I was getting there.
Here we are. Right, give me that. No point you carrying it all day. Gotta go. Do you want your water right now? Right. So.
Hi, Mary Green. Hi, Maria C. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you in Belfast.
We're just going to go for a walk around Dublin while we're here, and we'll just see what we can get up to. Your grandfather was digging bogs of Kildare. There you go, that's proper Irish.
Hi, Kelly from Borneo.
We're from Kildare. Check out this, I'll show you all cool stuff while we're going on. Might as well get a tour of the city today.
There are still a few more floats coming, so it's not over just yet. It's a bit of a break in the procession.
This is actually going to be good. There's going to be loads of stuff to see around here. You're going to get a great view of Dublin
Janice
today.
is waiting for the Florida Gators from
And if anybody
the USA.
sees that and they want me to stop at and look at or ask anybody questions, let me know. We're going to probably interview a few people if they're up for it as well. We'll say hello to them. If you're watching in the chat right now and you haven't hit the like button, we're about to go into one of the most busiest streets in Dublin, Temple Bar. It's like tourist central, so you're about to see a lot of people right here. Here we go, right? And hit the like button if you're enjoying this stream. Here we go. About to get busy. Ah, here we go. Let's go right. Busy, all right, though, isn't it? everybody. This is like really expensive and really touristy, but check out this stuff. Yeah, it's rolling alright. Room for a bit of a push and shove, I'd say. Hi from Italy. Hello Andy, what's the crack? Temple Bar, it's crap. I understand today is that, yeah. I wouldn't come here on a normal day of the week. But today. The day that's in it. If we see any cool people at cool costumes, I want to say hello to them. We're looking for some cool costumes. I like your costume! Yeah! That's what we want, a couple of that, and then we talk to a few people. We're going to try and see who has the best costume. And we're going to go over and chat to them and see what they think. See where they're from. Like, if you wanted to get a drink in one of these places, it's going to cost you about €10 a pint. That's nearly minimum wage an hour over here. Like in Ireland, if you work an 8-hour shift, you've got 8 pints saved up, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Especially if you come here anyway. Oh, here, look at the house's name. Anyone's name in the window. Anyone have a name here? Anyone got the old Oh yeah, I like that guy's costume. Look at his little leprechaun. Where's the leprechaun? There's usually a leprechaun out here collecting gold. I'd say today is probably too much for him though. That's a cool costume. Deadly costume. Yeah. Yeah. And then I just like walking out here for a minute. We'll end up somewhere cool in a minute. Like right now, what you're going to show you is the whole. Sorry. Everyone is dressed cute. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? It's something like the only day of the year everyone can be like, oh my god, you wore the same as me, no way. I'm going home, you wore the same coat as me today. Everybody's favorite color is green today. We're still looking for good costumes. This is where it's going to get really busy. The proper temple. This is the proper spot now. Keep going down here. Oh yeah, there's a guy over there. Check him out. Sorry.
Where are we going?
how busy it is here. This right here is where I filmed my most viral video on YouTube. Dancing Jesus. If you want to Google Dancing Jesus, or after this video, you'll see me right here. This was it. It is packed. Look at these ways. Right, we go up this way, look. Looks good. Looks good. Anything going on? What's this? What's going on here?